Hello friend, this is NET Psychology Unit 3 and Part 1 short notes and some detailed explanation from this. Let's learn. Particular topic and it are detailed, clear, exam focused notes and psychological testing. Okay. From the syllabus is in a third unit organized with headings plus examples plus easy explanations. So when you read this, you'll easily understand full chapter, the first part, and few more parts will be there. We'll learn in detail. The first topic is psychology testing, detailed knowledge. Psychology testing. The meaning here is psychology testing is a scientific and standardized procedure used to measure behavior, abilities, traits, and psychological constraints. The characters first is objectivity, like same scoring for all. Second is standardization, uniform instructions, administration scoring. The reliability consists of results, validity, accuracy of measurement, norms, comparison with the representative groups. The quantification scores are numerical. Predictive value helps to forecast behavior performance. The uses are like clinical diagnosis, school counseling, personal selection, forensic decisions, education guidance, and research. Second, types of test. A. Based on mode of administration. First is individual test. One examiner will be there, one examinee. For example, Stanford, Binet, Vias, or Whisk. Features rapport, important, flexible, accurate. Second is group test. First is individual, second group test. Administer to many at once. Example, Army, Alpha, Beta, Mat, Set exam. Features less time, economical, and less rapid, like less money. Based on function. B. Intelligence test. Measure general cognitive ability. For example, Wechsler scales, Raven's matrices. Second is aptitude test. Measure potential ability to learn. For example, DAT, differential aptitude test. Third is achievement test. Measure required knowledge or skills. For example, school exam, SAT, board, these are achievement test. Fourth is personality test. Measure traits, motives, emotions. For example, 16 personality factors, NEO, PIR. Neuropsychological test, assess brain behavior relations. For example, Stroop test, Wisconsin card setting. Attitude or interest test. Measure preference values. For example, Likert scale, interest inventory. Next is based on nature of response. Objective test, MCQs, true or false. Objective scoring, this all comes on nature of response. Objective test. Subjective test, essays, open-ended question. Scoring depends on the evaluator. Performance test, non-verbal task, puzzles, blocks. For example, Cox blocks, revenge. Fourth is projective test, ambiguous stimuli, reveal unconscious process. And next example, research, TAT, sentence completion. Based on standardization. Standardized test, norms available, reliable, valid. Second is non-standardized test, classroom test, informal questionnaires. Third is test construction. Test construction involves planning, writing items, pre-testing, item analysis, standardization. Test construction. A. Item rating, guidelines. Items must be simple, clear, and direct. Avoid ambiguous, double barrel, double negative sentences. Content must match test blueprint, table specification. Use appropriate difficulty level. Items should measure one idea at a time. Avoid cultural or general socioeconomic bias. MCQs. One correct answer. Possible distractions. Avoid all, none of the above if possible. B. Item analysis. Conducted during pilot or try-cut phase to check quality of items. First, item difficulty index p-value. Proportion of examiners who answer correctly. Range 1 to 0, 0.3070. These are like very easy, very difficult. Item discrimination index D. Ability of an item to differentiate high versus low scores. Range -1 to +1. Ideal 0.3 or more. Negative D. Item is faulty, must be removed. Third, distractor analysis. Check how wrong answers attract examiners. Good distractors chosen by some low scoring students. Non-function distractors should be revised. Why item analysis important? Improve test reliability, removes bad items, ensures fair difficulty, improves validity. Test standardization. Standardization ensures that testing conditions are uniform for all examiners. Process. First is preparing manual. Second is uniform administration instructions. There will be proper instructions. Third is fixed scoring procedures. Should have proper fixed thing. Fourth, developing norms. You develop the norms. Establishing reliability and validity. Reliability and validity. Fifth, reliability consists of measurement. How many times you measure, it will come same. Like types of labeled. First is test, retest, labeled. Same test, same people, different time. Measure stability over time. Affected by memory, practice, time gap. That is parallel forms labeled. Two equivalent forms of test administered to same group. Measures of equivalence. Okay, administered to same group, and this measures equivalence. That is split half labeled. Test divided into two parts like odd and even. Correlate the halves. Use Spearman Brown prophecy formula to adjust. Inter-rater reliability. Degree of agreement between different scorers. Used in essay rating. Projective test. Fifth one. Internal consistency reliability. Homogeneity of items and methods. Countbacks alpha. Most popular continuous items. KR20 and KR24 dichotomous items. Factors affecting reliability. Test length like longer or higher reliability. Item quality, clarity of instructions, heterogeneity of group, time gap and test retest. Sixth is validity, accuracy. Like does it measure what it should measure? That's accuracy. Types of validity, like content validity, very important. How well items represent total domain, judged by experts, used in achievement or educational test. Second is criterion, like related validity. Compares test with an external criterion. Predictive validity, like predicts future performance. Example, entrance test predicting semester marks. B. Concurrent validity, test scores correlate with present performance. Example, test correlated with teacher rating. Third, construct validity, how well a test measures a theoretical construct. Most important type includes convergent validity, divergent validity, often established through factor analysis. Fourth is face validity, appears valid on the surface, not scientifically measured, least importance form. Factors influencing validity, like reliability, like higher reliability to higher validity. Test length, item quality, appropriate norms, test administration conditions. Seventh one is norms. The meaning. Norms are statistical standards used to interpret individual test scores by comparing them to a reference group purposes. Convert raw score into meaningful score, compare individuals, help in decision making like admission selection. Types of norms, percentile norms. For example, 90th percentage higher than 90% only we should take like that. Standard scores, Z score is equal to mean 0 SD1, T score mean 50S. Standard deviation 10. Stenice, that means 1 to 9 scale mean 5. Age norms, example mental age, reading age, all those will come. Fifth, grade norms, for example performance compared to school grade. Sixth, IQ norms, IQ is equal to MA divided by CA into 100 like Bennett. Deviation IQ, Wechsler. Steps in developing norms. First, define target population. Select representative sample. Administer test. Calculate raw score distribution. The developing step. Define target population. Select representative sample. Administer test. Fourth, calculate raw score distribution. Convert raw scores norms. Percentage T score, etc. Done. These are the full detailed notes. Thank you. Have a great day.